Dinga, dinga, dinga. Hi. Oh, who's that? Who's that out there? Hello? Are you looking at me? I think he's looking at me. Hello? Hey. Yeah, you. What? Hello there, truckers, drivers, and adventurers. I am the Killer Trucker. So we are here at the Denver terminal getting our truck looked at. For the moment, I just have to park it so that way they can, well, they got other stuff that they're working on. But yeah, I got it parked, and they said they'll come get me around 1. And I asked them, I was like, yeah, I was planning on doing a few things, and I just thought I'd, get an idea so I know to put all my toys away. But, yep, we are in repair status. Shop status. That's what they call it. Just been working on videos and stuff, and yeah, just trying to catch up. But yeah, I definitely been wanting to do some gaming videos, so I think I might work on that. But before I do, I want to head over to our driver's lounge. Oh, I got some calls I got to make too. That's right. Yeah, I'm going to go to our driver's lounge, get myself a sugar-free, not a diet, but a zero sugar soda, which I have to put in my freezer because it's they're not very cold. And it's colder outside here than the soda is inside their little thing. Kind of sad. Anyhow, that's what I'm planning to do. Okay, take a look at what I got here. Honey barbecue Chex Mix. I've not seen that before. And of course, Coke. Now. Be less white. And it is. There's hardly any on here. Anyway. Okay, so let's just do some random talking here. Well, why not? Not like we're going to drive anywhere. Some of you may be thinking, what kind of format do you have for this show in regards to Killer Awesome Trucking? Now, I know there are some other channels out there that have some type of format. They try to keep it under 5 minutes or 6 minutes. Sometimes it depends. I don't really have a format. But then again, you guys probably have noticed that. Yeah. Also, the unexpected seems to happen. Oh, you gotta love it. So, a guy back there, he was, how do you put the state in these machines? And if you remember, we actually covered that in a previous episode. So for you Swift drivers out there, and maybe other carriers too, I don't know how your little fuel thing works, but when you get to the part where you have to put your state in, what you do is you push the number, let's say New Mexico, all right? You push the number that has the N on it. And then you push the shift key, which changes it to the number. Push the shift key again, it changes it to the next number, or the next letter that's under that number. Make sense? Just like the number 1 is ABC. So you push 1, push shift, you get A. Push shift again, you get B. Push shift again, you get C. That's how it works. But yeah, what's the format for the show? There is none. Oh, hey. Yeah, there is no. Everything is just You know, it's not pre-planned. It's just what it is. And I don't know. It's not like I watch every channel that's out there on YouTube, but I got to think that mine's rather unique, right? I don't know. You tell me if there is another vlog like this out there. I don't care. I don't care which carry it is, because I follow. There's a fellow that I follow who drives for Prime. I haven't watched any of his episodes for a while, but you might know him. I forget. He recently cut his hair, so it's kind of like a mohawk, but it's not. I gotta say, that's probably got to be cold this time of year, but yeah, hey, maybe he's hot-headed. I think that's me. There's like a couple of others that I've watched. Then there's the Asian Mai show. I watched that. Not all of them, just a few. Very resourceful guy. I hope one of these days I get to meet him. That'd be kind of cool. I used to watch Bonehead Truckers quite a bit, but I got tired of all the Swift jokes. Well, I don't know. I was kind of making them too, but I don't know. Sometimes things get old for a while, but yeah, no real format. But I try to use my judgment in regards to time. If I see it's around an hour, I'll try to keep it around that, and I'll cut it into 2 parts. So the second part might be an hour, might be an hour and 10 minutes, could be 30 minutes. I also look at the pacing of how the episode is going. And if I know I need to break it into 2 parts, and I see a spot that would be perfect to end at, not really a cliffhanger, but it's hard to explain. As a video editor, it's hard to explain. It's just a feeling that you get just based on other things that you've seen. It's all about flow and timing and stuff. It's not something that can be really taught. I mean, you pick up on it or you don't. I guess it's like trucking. Not really picking up on it. I don't know. But yeah, that's kind of what I go by. So, and then the unexpected that happens is sometimes makes for a great entertaining show, I gotta tell you. Currently in a different truck right now. It's a Kenworth, and it was making some really nasty sounds. My driver leader was saying there are 2 trucks that we can give you as a loaner. I don't want a loaner. And she pinged them and told me where they were. They weren't where she said they were. One of them was in the shop, and that was an international. Yay. The other one I'm in right now, there's a fellow who goes around and drives the vehicles to see if things are if they're good or not. And this one here was making some sounds, so that can't be good. Well, that truck's seen better days.
That was blown over in the wind. That's a brand new truck.
Oh, man.
Brand new truck and trailer, both 22s. Hey, Bobo, what are you doing?
You want to go get a truck?
This is a Volvo truck that the guy was telling me about. He was saying that this one's ready to roll, but those should be amber lights. And I see white, not amber. Just that one is amber. But look at the lights. Ooh, I like how that looks. This is another Volvo truck, and up there, those aren't amber either, so I don't know, you got me. Well, the guys did say the Volvos are weird trucks, so, well, you know.
Okay, so the other truck, which is in the shop, apparently it's not in shop status anymore. So my driver leader is like pushing me over there. Well, what about the status of that truck? Or what's wrong with it? So I go inside and I just about got sick. Whoever had that truck last was a smoker. I could tell. I'm not a smoker. I could even see a cigarette burn on the mattress. There's no way. There's no way I could drive in that thing. Yeah, that's just not going to work. And what's really irritating is that I'm being pushed into a loaner this quickly when they haven't even started working on my truck yet. For all I know, they could get it done today. They might have it done tomorrow.
Oh, so this is exciting. I had pulled out my gaming laptop there for a bit, and I was getting things set up to play Flight Simulator 2020, and I got it loaded up. It seems to take a while to load up. I don't know if that's normal now. It didn't seem to take that long with my i7 back home, which is an older i7. But, nothing surprises me with the Flight Sim 2020 with the so-called improvements that they've done. And apparently I'm not getting a great internet connection here. It was like under 2 megabytes per second or something like that. It wasn't fast enough to stream the photogrammetry data. So I'm like, well, that figures. Because I was going to start recording some videos with it. And here I can't even stream it properly. Must have something to do with Denver. I don't know. No offense to anyone that's from Denver. I did get American Truck Simulator updated. I should update Euro Truck Simulator too, because at least those I don't, they're not going to be streaming stuff data online, so I might actually be able to do some videos with that. And I still got videos I can do of Minecraft. Yeah, at the moment I don't know what's going on. The bay was clear, and I asked the guy, I said, hey, do you want me to go and bring the truck in here? It's almost 1 o'clock. He's like, no, we'll come and get you. So, just kind of sit here and wait. Oh, my word. Now, you see, Swift, if you had given me the truck that I had asked for, which was a Freightliner, maybe I wouldn't be in this situation. And I got to tell you, as far as moving a new driver to a different type of truck, I don't think that's beneficial to a new driver. A new driver, like myself, I'm still learning. I'm still learning how things work and how, the trucks and stuff turn. I've been getting used to my truck here, this International. Is it a great truck? No, but it's my truck. Well, not my truck, but, it's the one I've been assigned to. And I've been getting used to it as far as how it works and everything. As far as my mirrors are concerned. How close is too close? To put me in another truck, I have to relearn everything about that truck. And, maybe for an experienced driver, they can, jump between truck and truck, no problem. But I'm still learning. And I don't think it's safe to put me in a different type of truck that I'm not overly familiar with. Freightliner I'm familiar with because that's what we used at the Academy. That's what we used in Top Gun. International I'm familiar with because I drove it with my mentor. And so between an International and the Volvo, well, I couldn't find the Volvo, but at least with the International, I was already used to it. You know, I already started getting used to it with my mentor. So it was okay with it. Kenworth, I drove that for about, what was it, a day and a half with my first mentor before I kicked his ass out. No, I kicked myself out. I said, screw this. I'm out of here. Screw you guys. I'm going home. And I didn't like that truck. That truck was, it was okay, but yeah, I wasn't a fan of it. And Volvo, I thought Volvo might be a good truck. I've heard they're a smooth ride, but I checked one out over here, and the dash is just confusing as heck. I mean, there's like a button over here for drive and reverse, and I mean, everything's just moved all over the place. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to be able to drive this thing. I might, at this point, I might as well stay with an International or a Freightliner. Now, if they want to get me into a newer International, and I don't mean a loaner, but like a newer one, well, you know, maybe that's not so bad. I don't know. I mean, to be honest, the truck hasn't been that bad. All things considering, I don't think this truck has been that bad. It's just lack of experience on my part in regards to driving on the I-70 and getting used to being able to switch the truck into a manual mode versus automatic, you know, all that stuff. How to use it in conjunction with the Jake brake, and you know, that's going to come with time and experience. Learning the turning radius of the truck. You know, how much can I turn the wheel and be able to get the truck to do what I want it to do. You know, those are things that I've slowly been getting used to with my truck. And to throw me in a different one, you know, what am I going to get into another situation where I wind up hitting something because I'm in a whole nother truck that I'm not used to? You know, what am I going to get as a response? Did you get out and look? Did you get out and look? Well, if you didn't feel comfortable with it, you shouldn't have taken it. So my truck in the shop, and you would not believe what I saw. So all 6 drums and brake pads have to be replaced. Here's a picture of the drums. And then here are a couple of pictures of the pads. The guy was telling me that had I driven with them, they absolutely would have just failed. So if I had kept going west, like I thought I was going to do, I wouldn't be here right now. I'm so glad I listened to those promptings that I told you about. The fact that I was pulling out of the parking lot, getting ready to go, and I got that call. I was like, well, this isn't a coincidence, you know, getting that call right as I'm pulling out. The guy's going to check my batteries tonight before he leaves also. He's not going to be able to check the exhaust until tomorrow. But I'm hoping that there is a problem with the batteries, because if there is, then that would explain why I'm losing power so quickly. And if you go back to the previous episodes, when I was first leaving from Phoenix to, or Buckeye to, it was Phoenix to St. George. I mentioned how the batteries didn't seem to be charging the same way, and I thought it was just because my truck had been sitting there for a few days and needed to be charged up. But that's when I first noticed it. But it's definitely obvious now. So I don't know. We'll see. I hope he finds a problem. The fact that he's decided to replace all these brakes. Well, actually, it was I think the shopkeeper was the one that says, yeah, this all needs to be replaced. And the mechanic was like, yeah, absolutely. But I'm hoping that yeah, he'll find a problem with that. And then, you know, hopefully he'll find a problem with the system exhaust too. See, I know it sounds weird that I'm saying I hope they find a problem, but I say that because if they do find something wrong, then that means I was right. Something wasn't working the way it should. Instead of it just being kind of a, you know, kind of like a false signal or something.
Aww, it's raining. I wanted to go outside and play.
Are you sure? Why don't you get out and look?
Will you shut up?
Well, it's the next day. I'm still having trouble trying to get any type of sleep because of the batteries, the inverter. I don't know, one of the two. Seems kind of, I don't know. Would the truck have to run all day in order for the batteries to be charged? I mean, I don't know. It's like I get like maybe 2 or 3 hours of sleep, and then the inverter starts beeping. Then I have to start the truck to get it to stop. Maybe have it run for 5 minutes or something. In other words, I have to stay up in order to rev the accelerator, because it's not too hot and it's not too cold outside. So so, you know, it shuts off every 2 minutes or so. But anyhow, about another 30 minutes the shop will open, and our fellow mechanic will do some more work on the truck. He'll check out the batteries. He'll hook up the truck to the system in regards to the exhaust and stuff. I guess that's all he can do right now. But hey, at least I got some new brake drums and brake pads. I wonder if those did they look like that before I picked up the truck? So was the truck really inspected really well? See, now I don't even really want another truck, because I know all the work that's been done with this one. Like, I know it's got all new brakes. Would I want to go to another truck where I don't know that? I kind of want to just stay with this one now. Well, there is nothing with the system exhaust, so that's good. I'm glad that was checked just to be on the safe side. The battery, didn't see anything with the battery. He says it came out 100%. He did say, though, to bring this over to the tire shop. He was saying There's a good portion of these that probably should be replaced. So I don't know if he's going to replace them all or what he's going to do. Another thing, he actually found a little connector that was leaking underneath the hood. It's not something that I would be able to see when doing a pre-trip because it's in a different area, but it connects a couple of hoses. So here's the piece right here that he replaced. So it's really cool that he picked that up. Okay, truck is all fixed. I can show you the tires in a little bit, if I can remember. Right now, Swift is not dispatching anyone because of the high winds that's occurring right now here in Colorado. So Swift, thumbs up for me on that one. Good job. I'm looking out after the drivers. That's good. So I know there are some things that can be negative about Swift. You can say that about any carrier, but hey, let's give recognition where credit where credit is due. It looks like the Salt Lake terminal was shut down for something similar. So whoever's there, I guess, I don't know if that means that they're in lockdown or what exactly that means, but at least Swift is stepping up to the plate and making sure that their drivers are not in a dangerous situation. So that's good. With that being said, the truck is done. I do have a load that will be tomorrow. It is to Pruitt, New Mexico. I do believe that is where my mentor and I went before. Loveland, Colorado to Pruitt. Picking up at a Walmart and taken down to, I think, like a recycling place. I believe that's like the same the same thing that we did together. It was like one of the last loads that we did. As a matter of fact, yeah, I think that was the last load that we did together on that second week. So I'm already familiar with the place, so that's good. And pickup is tomorrow, pretty much any time. I won't be leaving here. I'll need to get an empty first, so I have to ask for an empty solution, and that's assuming that the weather doesn't get worse, or basically it doesn't get any better, because right now the wind is really strong. It's actually rocking the truck back and forth, not where it's going to tip over, but if you had like people on one side and they're kind of like pushing the truck, but they don't have enough strength to push it over, but it's enough to rock it. That's what it feels like. It feels like it's being just rocked. But so yeah, I asked for something that would take me south. They got me something to New Mexico. That's good. And then from there, I don't know. They may get me something back to my home terminal from there, or they may have me take an empty and take it down to Arizona. So we will see what happens. Okay, they went ahead and put some new tires on here. Well, let's just take and see what we got here. I still got these down here. I guess he didn't think those were bad, but these look new. It had these in there. That's might actually be part of the tire. These are good. Yep, and it looks like they replaced these too. So they replaced this whole axle, the back drive axle. These still look the same, although they seem new. I don't think they are. I think these are the same too. But still, it's always nice to have a new one. looks like this new truck here. Look at this. It's a 2022. And this thing was trashed. And it's a Freightliner too. You see, Swift, if you had given me a Freightliner like I had asked, and you had given me a 2022 Cascadia, you would not have a truck that looks like this, okay? Yes, I may have been in a bit of a scrape. All right. One was a slightly damaged trailer, and the other one I had a fender mirror that came off. But I didn't do this. So, how about hook me up and get me a Freightliner 2022? That'd be great. Come on, take care of the killer trucker here. I will take care of it. And I've definitely, jeez Louise, it's almost like someone just ransacked this thing. Does the door even open? I'm afraid to walk in it. Oh, it does. Well, he left M&Ms in here. I've been wanting to see the inside of one of these. Oh, it doesn't have the all-electric dash. Yeah, I've been wanting to see the, oh, that's a lot of space there. Yeah, and there's, oh, freaking windshield is gone. Man, that microwave has seen better days. Is that the refrigerator down there? I wanted to look at the storage. You know, it seems to me I've got some more storage inside my International. Because I got drawers down there. I have there's some more stuff up here. Well, I don't know. Might be okay. I mean, seriously. I could take better care of that. Well, anywho, we'll go ahead and wrap things up. Now that the truck is repaired, that's what this episode was all about. COVID. Oh my goodness. Hey, if you're new here, subscribe. And see, that's what you say now. Instead of excuse me, just say COVID. Phew, COVID. Yeah, it works, you know. Subscribe if you're new here, and click that thumbs up. Let me know that you liked the episode, and leave some comments down below. I appreciate it because I like hearing you from you folks. And check out the social media links that are in the description field. And I will see you on the next exciting episode of Killer Awesome Trucking. Have a killer awesome trucking day.